don't remember silence without suspicion in your chest. You don't remember breathing without preparing for the worst. Every room feels loaded, every pause feels wrong. You've been bracing for disaster for far too long. Your heart beats like a warning, even when there's no alarm. You call it staying ready, but you said life that never comes. You treat peace like danger, you treat quiet like a lie. You scam a room for attention, even when none's nearby. You don't sit with softness, you don't trust the slow. You'd rather stir the chaos than not know where to go. Every gentle gesture feels like a disguise. You'd rather fight the moment than let it stabilize. Who taught you stillness was something to distrust? Who told you anger was stronger than trust? The life that never comes, always on display. Every small frustration turns into a wave. A life that never comes, running without rest. You call it strength and focus, but it's pressure in your chest. You don't even notice how tired your eyes look, how every conversation feels like it's a book of grievances and warnings, of battles left to win. You live in constant defense of something within. But living like a storm, but doesn't make you strong. It just means you've been fighting for too long. Maybe peace feels foreign, maybe calm feels weak. Maybe letting go is what you fear to seek. A life that never comes can never truly rest. You can't keep calling chaos your best. A life that never comes isn't living free, it's holding on to thunder you don't need to be. What if nothing's chasing you? What if you stand still? What if the world's not testing you? It never will. What if strength is softer than the fire you show? What if peace is power you don't yet know? A life that never comes doesn't have to stay. Not every quiet moment takes something away. A life that never comes can learn to breathe again. You don't have to live You wake up with a warning before the day begins. Like every single sunrise is another place to defend. Your voice is always loaded, your patience wearing thin. You say the world is broken, so you won't let it in. You build your truth on tension, you hold it like a cage. You don't remember softness, all you know is rage. Weakness in disguise. All you know is rage, fire in your chest. Every small frustration turns into a test. All you know is rage, living on the edge. You swing before you listen, you speak before you play. Silence, you don't slow your breath. You turn every gentle moment into something close to death. You think if you stay angry, you'll never feel the pain. But anger doesn't shield you, it just becomes the chain. You say you're being honest, you say you're just intense. But anger isn't clarity, it's just defense. Maybe rage feels stable, maybe calm feels strange. Maybe healing scares you more than change. All you know is rage, always on display. You don't know how to rest, you only know to sway. All you know is rage, louder than the truth. But underneath the fire, there's something wounded in you. What if you let it cool? What if you stood still? What if the world's not hunting you and never will? What if strength is softer than you've been told? What if peace isn't weakness, just something bold? All you know is rage, but it doesn't have to stay. Not every quiet moment takes something away. All you know is rage, but you can choose another page. You don't have to keep burning just to feel engaged. You don't call it damaged, you call it being strong. You say you learned your lesson from everything that went wrong. Your hands are always shaking, but you say you're in control. You built your walls from silence and locked them around your soul. Every word feels sharpened, every touch unnervous. You say this is protection, but it's built on broken nerves. You flinch at gentle kindness, you doubt what feels sincere. You treat every soft moment like something to fear. You've memorized the tension, you master being alert. You'd rather strike the surface than show that you hurt. But strength isn't constant defense, it isn't burning was something that deceives. Who told you anger is easier than grief? Built on broken nerves, your world is wired to spark. Every calm conversation still feels dark. Built on broken nerves, always ready to ignite. Living like survival is your only right. Is one life. You don't trust the silence, you don't trust the slow. You feel more comfortable when the tension grows. Your heartbeat races even when nothing's wrong. You've been in battle mode for far too long, but living on that frequency will wear you thin. You can't keep building armor from the pain within. Maybe anger feels steady, maybe calm feels fake, maybe letting go feels like a mistake. Built on broken nerves, every wire exposed. Every small frustration suddenly explodes. Built on broken nerves, never letting it rest. You call it strength, but it's stress in your chest. What if you don't have to brace for every single breath? What if not every silence is a step toward death? What if the walls you built to keep yourself safe are the very same ones that keep you in place? Built on broken nerves, you don't have to stay. You don't have to live on permanent display. Built on broken nerves, there's another way to live. Not every soft moment is something that takes. Some can give, some can, some can, some can, some can give. You wake up with the tension before the sun can rise. Every word feels loaded, every look feels like a lie. You breathe in confrontation, you exhale defense. Like every quiet moment makes no sense. You move like something's chasing, like pieces of liar. Like the only way to live is in permanent fire. You treat calm like weakness, you treat love like a threat. You don't believe in softness, you haven't tried it yet. Your voice is always sharp, your tone is always tight. You fight invisible enemies every single night. But who are you protecting? Who are you trying to prove? If everything's a battlefield, how do you move? Who taught you that anger is the safest place to stay? Who told you burning brighter keeps the dark away? You're living in permanent fire. Maybe calm feels foreign, like something you can fake. You're living in permanent fire, with smoke behind your eyes. Every gentle moment feels like a disguise. Living in permanent fire, never letting it die. But flames don't build foundations, they only multiply. What if you stepped outside it? What if you let it cool? What if you let it cool? What if the world's not attacking you? You're just fighting your rules. What if the heat you carry isn't strength at all? What if the loudest anger is the softest fall? You're living in permanent fire, but you don't have to stay. Not every quiet sunrise means it's taken away. Living in permanent fire isn't the only way. You don't have to keep burning just to feel okay. Every time you say my name, it sounds like breaking glass. Every word comes out too sharp, like it's built to last. There's thunder in your breathing, lightning in your tone. Even when you whisper, it feels like stone. I don't hear conversation, I hear alarms. There's a storm inside your voice before it even starts. You don't mean to shout sometimes, but you never soften either. Your sentences carry weight, like heavy weather. You speak like you're defending from something I can't see, like every calm response is challenging your authority. But I'm not your battlefield, I'm not your war. Still every syllable feels like before. Who put that thunder in the way you speak? Who taught your anger to never feel weak? There's a storm inside your walls, rolling through the air. Even when the room is quiet, it's still there. Storm inside your voice, always on the rise, turning every small mistake into a fight. walking on your anger like glass beneath my feet. Every small disagreement turns into heat. Walking on your anger, never feeling safe, like love is just a battlefield I have to navigate. You don't see the distance growing in my eyes. You don't feel the quiet where trust slowly dies. You call it passion, you call it being real, but anger used as language changes how we feel. I'm not your enemy, I'm not your woe, but every time you raise your voice I lose a little more. Maybe you don't notice the cracks you leave behind. Maybe you've been fighting for too long inside. I'm walking on your anger every single day, trying not to spark it, trying not to sway. Walking on your anger, waiting for the fall. Love shouldn't feel like this at all. What if you laid it down? What if you let it rest? What if not every comment is a test? What if calm is stronger than the need to win? What if peace begins from within? I can't keep walking on your anger like it's the only ground. Love should feel like shelter, not a battleground. Walking on your anger is wearing through my soul. You don't have to burn to stay in control. Why are you always angry before the day begins? Why does every silence feel like it's wearing thin? Why does every answer sound like a fight? Why does every shadow turn into a night? I'm not your enemy, I'm standing right here. So why are you always angry when nothing's unclear? You brace for disappointment before you even breathe. You expect betrayal in every gentle tone. You'd rather burn the bridge than feel alone. I see the way you're carrying the tension in your frame, but living in that constant fire isn't strength, it's pain. Maybe anger feels safer than feeling what you lost. Maybe rage feels easier than counting what it cost. Why are you always angry? Who are you trying to be? The world doesn't need your fire to let you be free. Why are you always angry? What are you protecting inside? Sometimes the loudest voices are where the fears hide. What if you let the armor drop? What if you let it go? What if you stop fighting every echo? You don't have to live on permanent edge. You don't have to sharpen every word you pledge. Why are you always angry? You don't have to be. Not every silence is a threat you can't see. Why are you always angry? Maybe one day you'll see the world isn't attacking you. You're just fighting history. You live like every second is about to break, like one wrong word is all it takes. Your shoulders never loosen, your guard is always set. You treat every silence like a hidden threat. The air around you trembles like it's holding its breath. Everything feels fragile in your world on edge. You don't believe in easy, you don't believe in calm. You scan every conversation for hidden harm. Your eyes are always searching for signs of attack. You'd rather strike first than never look back. But not every whisper is meant to accuse. Not every difference means you lose. Who told you safety means staying prepared? Who taught you love is something to be scared of? In your world on edge, nothing ever rests. Every small mistake becomes a test. In your world on edge, peace feels strange, like something temporary about to change. call it strength, but it's just will.